Hey, glad you tuned in to the Higher Learning Network. We're here in fabulous Markham, Illinois at the Lincoln Option Center. The president, the one and only president of the Lincoln Option Center is Mrs. Twin Green. She'll be here shortly. We're waiting on her. She'll be in here and she's going to tell us about what's coming up with the Lincoln Option Center. Hey, if for you who want to be involved, stay tuned to your next Higher Learning Network.
Lincoln Option Center is a comprehensive social services agency founded in 1995 by myself. And the reason for the founding of the agency was because my own son was having some personal issues as an adolescent, and I wanted to figure out a way that I could help some other parent that was going through similar issues with their own child at that time. And so that was the founding purpose of the Lincoln Option Center. And we started off with just providing youth services, but because of the complex issues that all of the children had that were coming through our doors were experiencing, we decided that the neighborhood, the community needed more. So we expanded our services to provide adult and family services. And so now we are a comprehensive social services agency. When we first started off, we started with our Teen Reach program, which was a model program with DHS. We ran that program successfully for 10 years. Also, Excel Beyond the Bell. That program was a tutoring program with the State Board of Education. And our Alternative to School Suspension program, which we are still offering within all of the high schools in the South suburban area. So if a student is exhibiting some behavioral problems in school, rather than them sitting at home doing nothing or getting into more trouble at home, they're coming over to our facility during the day, and they're not losing their academic status in school. We also provide mentoring. Most of our young ladies and men, they need someone to just, be that friend to them. So we offer mentoring programs. Mentoring children prisoners. Mentoring children prisoners is also a fabulous service that we offer. Children and Prisoners program. And we've been very successful with working with those youth, because we also work with their parents that are in the Department of Corrections, and also those that are in Cook County Jail that are waiting to either go to do their sentence or coming home. So we're working with those children at the same time to make sure that they're not left out without services, because they're in a devastating situation. They're at loss of their parent, frightening situation for them. And so we provide services for those young people as well. Mental Health Juvenile Justice Program, MHJJ, that's the acronym for that one. That program is very good. It's DHS is funding that program, and we provide in-home counseling for adolescents that are involved in the criminal justice system. So we have several clinicians that go into the home, and they also mentor at the same time. So they're not only getting therapeutic services, but they're getting mentoring, from men and women of good stature. Our 6th District Court diversion program, that is a biggie. We are the only program out in the South suburbs that are working closely with the 6th District Juvenile Court. We run a youth court program for them. We are also, now this year, we've been asked to be a detention reduction site for the South suburbs. There are numerous sites in Chicago, but there is no detention reduction program out in the South suburbs. So we were recently asked to be the site for this area, and because of President Prewinkle's, I want to say her insight or foresight in trying to come up with ways to eliminate the stays of juveniles going into the detention center and use using more community-based services, we are going to be that service provider for them out here.
Congratulations.
So thank you. We are very excited about that. And to continue on with all the other services that we're providing, when I said we expanded from just youth services to adult services, in 2008, we became DASA, Medicaid certified for the Department of Alcohol and Substance Abuse for adolescents and adults. We provide level 1 and level 2 outpatient and intensive outpatient therapy here. And we have just recently this year been awarded mental health certification.
Congratulations.
Actually, yesterday we
That's
got
a big deal.
That's a big deal.
Yesterday.
That's a big deal. Just yesterday we got our letter stating that we are now our license and that we are now a provider
That is
for mental health services, because we are a feeder to all of the agencies that are in the South Suburban area where they need our services. We have Lydia Healthcare, which is in Robbins. They have a 418-bed facility, and they asked us to be their site for their day treatment, and we're providing those services for their residents who come over here, and their MISA clients, so they have mental illness and substance abuse issues going on at the same time, which is not unusual. So they come over twice a week and they get their therapeutic services over here. So it's just been a blessing. I mean, and to say from 20 years, evolving from just a youth services organization to a comprehensive social services agency and looking at the behavioral health side of things, I'm just grateful. I really am.
So you have went beyond the youth and you're bringing up the whole family now.
Exactly.
And how is that working?
It's working just fine. It really is, because it's about stabilizing our community, and that's what we're here to do. That's what we do.
What would you say to someone who doesn't know about the Lincoln Option Center and they are having issues in their family with their children as well as the adults, and what kind of services they can get when they come?
Well, I would encourage anyone to come to the Lincoln Option Center. We're right here in Markham. We're not geographically bound. We provide services for all of the 38 communities and also in Chicago. And any therapeutic services, if you're looking for mental health services, if you're looking for substance abuse services, those interventions, we're here. If you're looking for anger management services, adolescent services for your kids, trying to get them back on the right track academically. There is something here for everybody.
Okay, now you mentioned that residents in this area, but you also have a location in Chicago?
No, we service. We're not just geographically bound to service in the South Suburban area.
Okay.
Now we do offer services at our location and at our church at St. John at 115th in Indiana.
Okay.
Join the Higher Learning Network at our new time, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. on Channel 19.
Hi, my name is Alfred Wiggins, and I'm the chairman and CEO of TV One and the CEO of Radio One. And I am at the INTX, the Internet and Television Expo in Chicago. And if you are interested in the media business, this is the place to be to learn about the intersection and the convergence of television and the Internet. And you are watching the Higher Learning Network.
But the majority of our services are actually facilitated out of this facility. And I would be remiss to mention that we are also a light heap site for CETA. So if you're without energy assistance for your lights or your gas, we're here as a site for them, to provide those services, as well as homeless prevention services. We provide rental assistance for people that are at risk of being homeless. So we have a lot going on. We really do. We have a lot going on.
When do you sleep?
Now that caught me off guard, right? I thought it was going to be another question. I don't very often, because I'm always thinking about, some ways to keep resources coming into the agency, and, just trying to make sure with all of everything that's been going on over the many years of cuts and that, how we can sustain our agency and our services. But, I sleep enough to get the work done, keep my energy level up, and remain prayerful, because that's what it takes at the end of the day.
Do you encourage the parents to get involved because their children are coming here?
Of course I do, and especially with our youth court program, our diversion program, they have to be involved because they need to understand what's really going on with their children, and they are accountable for their children's actions, and if they're not equipped enough to handle what's going on, then we can give them that hand, help them to understand it and help them work through it, because it is a very trying situation raising adolescents. I know, because I was a parent myself, and it's not an easy task, but you have to have those support systems, and that's what we're here for.
Going back to the very beginning, you said when you started, your son was having issues, and now he's grown. Is he a part of the center as well?
My son has worked as a mentor within the agency for numerous years, and he has when we had our Teen Reach program, and he did wonderful work with those young people. And today, I still get visits, from kids that have come through my doors, and they always tell me how grateful they are, to what we've, given them, coming up. And I can just look back in my head and remember the days when the little ones they'd get off the bus, and we had bus service after school. So they would get off the bus, and the little ones, they would just be running to the doors, and their little coats just flapping. How little kids, they would never zip their coats up, they'd just be flapping. And they would just come, just want to be the first one to sign in and get a hug, and that just warmed my heart. And those same little ones, now they're grown and have gone to college, graduated, some of them are family, their parents, and, and they're doing well, and those that, didn't make it, that, I still have contact, I still get letters, I still get calls, and we've just been here.
What would you say is the success rate of children who have come through the program?
I would say that I have really, honestly, I can say that I've had a 90% success rate. We've not had many kids to revert back to bad behaviors. We really haven't.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
It is. So we're excited.
So on a closing note, what would you like to say to the communities in Chicago as well as the south suburbs who are not quite familiar with the Lincoln Option Center and what it encompasses? What would you say to them?
Well, I would just say I introduce you to the Lincoln Option Center, social services agency. We're located in Markham. We service the Chicago area. All of our services, our array of services, include, again, mental health services. If you have Medicaid, we're able to provide services for those who don't have to worry about the affordability, and private insurances, because of the Affordable Care Act, we're credentialed with all the major insurance agencies, the MCOs, so we can take you in and we can take care of your needs. And we're here, the court systems, they're our friends, so it's about stabilizing communities from servicing adolescents, adults, and families. That's what we do for all people of need.
What about that one little girl or that one little boy who is about to go astray and they want to come, but they just don't have the courage to call or email, or what would you say to them? And they want help, but they're afraid to move forward.
I would tell them that the opportunity is yours, and that's why the name of the agency is the Lincoln Option Center. And linking you with options is our motto. So if you take our hand, we can link you with the options that you need to succeed in life. So do not be afraid to take that opportunity, because we're here for you.
I'm calling on behalf of Miss Green. She's having her 20th year evening gala. Oh, you've already heard about it. Evening at the Oscars. That's wonderful. It's at the Harborside International Golf Course, Saturday, August 15th. And the address is 11001 South Doty Avenue East, Chicago, Illinois, 60628. The time will be from 6 with cocktails and dinner following at 7. And they'll have presentation of the awards for our honorees sometime after dinner. And there will be dancing to follow. Oh, I'm sorry you'll be out of town. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, Miss Green would love any kind. Let me get your name, phone number, and your address, and I can tell you to the Lincoln Option Center. Our address is 15652 Holman Avenue, Markham, Illinois. The zip code is 60428. And if you have any questions, you can give me a call back, and my number is 708-331-4880. Okay, thank you, and you have a nice day then. Bye.
Join the Higher Learning Network at our new time, Tuesdays at 6 p.m. on Channel 19.
And for any parent or your child that are having some issues and you don't know where to go, reach out to the Lincoln Option Center. We are here for you. We are a community-based social services agency, and we're named the Lincoln Option Center, and our motto is linking youth with options, linking you with options. That is our motto. Take that and take our hand. Call our agency at 708-331-4880, and we are always open and ready to help you. So for 20 years, we have evolved from just providing youth services to a full comprehensive social services agency where we also provide adult and family services. And we started off with our model program, which was our Teen Reach program, which was funded by DHS, and it was an after-school program, which was a very successful program. Then we added our Excel Beyond the Veil program, which is tutoring, and that program we were licensed through the Illinois State Board of Education. So we went into all of the schools and provided tutoring under the No Child Left Behind. Also, we have Alternative to School Suspension, and that program is still actually being offered in the high schools. So rather than a student, being suspended from school and sitting at home, getting into more trouble and losing his academic achievement opportunities, they're coming here. And we have teachers here to help them with their academics during the day, and then also keeping them on track so when they go back to school from their suspension, then they're where they need to be, haven't lost any time from school. Our mentoring program, we work with 100 Black men and others to keep our young ladies and men together, I should say. And so we do a lot of mentoring with adolescents. Our Mentoring Children of Prisoners program is very popular, and that program is offered for parents that are in the Department of Corrections, as well as the Cook County Jail. And we work with those young people because they're a sort of a forgotten population of young people, and their services are very unique and their needs are very unique. So we work very closely with that population of kids we're mentoring. Our MHJJ program, which is Mental Health Juvenile Justice, that program we provide services in the home, therapeutic services for behavioral health. And that is a criminal justice involved program funded by DHS, which is a very, very important program. And our 6th District for Diversion, that is our program that is sanctioned by the State's Attorney's Office. We work with the 6th District Court in the Juvenile Probation Department in Markham, 6th District. We run a youth court program there, as well as our detention reduction program, which is new. We're a new site for the court system this year, was recently asked to be a part of that whole gamut of keeping young people out of the detention centers. And we have to give praises to President Tony Kretwinkel for having the foresight to put that together so that we could use more community-based sentencing rather than to have our young people in the detention centers. They would come to facilities in the community and get those extra services that they need. And it's a wide range of services: mental health counseling, substance abuse counseling, recreational, you name it. We have a boxing program that we provide with them through my partnership with the Ada Park District, and I'm a recipient of Morgan Park and Ada Park. So we work very closely with them so the kids can go over there and they can they're part of a boxing program. And then we are also mental health and substance abuse licensed. We have recently become licensed with the Department of Mental Health to provide those behavioral health services. In 2008, we were DASA certified. So we're able to take Medicaid and private insurances. We're credentialed with all the MCOs, so we're able to provide services to you at no cost, which is this a good thing. So you don't have to worry about how I'm going to afford to pay for these services, because you have those mental health needs or substance abuse needs, you need to come into our facility.
I'm Al Brazard.
I'm Lee Williams.
I'm Charles Hardy.
And I'm Harsha Hemphill.
And you're watching
Men on Higher Learning.
The Link and Option Center is in Springfield, fighting for you as we speak right now. Programs are being cut daily. If we don't fight for ourselves, our children, and our communities, no one else will. Join the Link and Option Center and fighting for what's good for the community. You can contact Twin Green at the Link and Option Center, 708-331-4880. That's 708-331-4880. The website is www.link-option.com. That's link-option.com. The Link and Option Center is in Springfield fighting for you as we speak right now. Programs are being cut daily. If we don't fight for ourselves, our children, and our communities, no one else will. Join the Link and Option Center and fighting for what's good for the community. You can contact Twin Green at the Link and Option Center 708-331-4880. That's 708-331-4880. The website is www.link-option.com. That's link-option.com.
And I work on Empire in the costume department, and you're watching the Higher Learning Network.
Latifa, and you're watching ZTV on the Higher Learning Network.